the biggest wrestling show ever to hit Jackson, Tennessee. OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock, all kids free and general admission. Jerry the King Lawler against James Ellsworth, Buff Bagwell, the Rock and Roll Express, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Starr Power, only at the OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock bell times. Folks, don't miss it.
Welcome, fans, to USA Championship Wrestling, another action-packed episode.
Welcome to the Kevin Zion Show.
And here we are with Casey Gold alongside Lucky P. Larson, Esquire. And we have got a big show for you, but I'm going to tell you the thing we're going to talk about the most. August the 5th, a action-packed night upstairs, the big room, OMAN Arena. Jerry the King Lawler versus
James Ellsworth, who will prevent Jerry Lawler from putting his hands on Lucky P. Larson, Esquire. You're not going to put your hands on me, and you sure as hell are not going to pile drive me, Jerry Lawler. Not that I'm nervous about it at all.
Not that you're nervous, but you're shaking the entire table.
No, I'm not.
Oh, hang on. And fans, we are back, and Blake Christian has just jump-started this match by attacking Danny Dollar as he was getting in the ring.
Danny Dime should have been ready for him.
Well,
if he thinks he's going to be like this
Blake Christian
against Doug Gilbert.
Oh! Blake Christian just landed on the back of his head from that suplex from Danny Dollar, and now Danny Dollar.
Oh!
Somebody in the 8th row, please return Blake Christian's head.
Goodness gracious.
Danny Dollar, what a powerhouse. And I think he's trying to prove a point to Dangerous Doug Gilbert.
Well, Blake Christian may be the tag team champion, but he is not Dangerous Doug Gilbert.
Well, he is not Dangerous Doug Gilbert, but that 15 seconds that Doug Gilbert insulted him with last week, I'm telling you, Danny Dollar is a man. He is not going to go.
Danny Dime might make it 15 seconds. I think Doug Gilbert may have meant 15 minutes.
Whoa, what a big, huge backdrop from Danny Dollar on Blake Christian, and now a side headlock, but Blake Christian shooting him into the
there you go.
And catches him with a knee in the midsection.
He's no slouch, let me tell you. He may not be Dangerous Doug Gilbert, but he's no slouch.
Well, he's one half of the tag team champions here at USA Championship Wrestling, and now a series of elbows and a cover.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And there's a cover for a 2 count.
Because it's Austin Martinez who doesn't know how to count to 3.
Well, you always complain about the referees, except when they count for you.
Well, then they do a
what
job.
I thought.
When they do their job right.
Blake Christian catching a boot coming in, and now a flying clothesline on Danny Dollar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And there's a 2 count.
Again, Austin Martinez, who does not know how to count to 3.
Well, he knows how to count to 3.
Do you know how to count to 3?
I absolutely know how to count to 3. Do you know how to count to 3?
I know more than 3.
You do?
Yeah.
That's only because you got 5 fingers on your hand.
Uh-huh.
But Blake Christian now whipping and a reversal, and he tries to up and over, and Danny Dollar, uh-oh. Whoa, a big overhead release German suplex.
Wow, you're learning. I'm rubbing off on you. That's good.
No, I knew long before that. Wait, what have we got here?
There you go.
Oh.
Look at this. Look at this.
Dangerous Doug Gilbert, and he's just getting Danny Dollar's attention with the bat.
He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing. He didn't interfere at all.
Blake Christian
1, 2,
with a handful
3.
of tights.
Oh, look at that.
And
he learned how to
roll-up
count to 3.
to beat Danny Dollar and get the victory right here on USA Championship Wrestling.
Beautiful.
You have got to be
That
kidding
was
me.
beautiful. Very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Always a pleasure to see you, Doug.
Very well done.
Always a pleasure.
Look at that. He got so scared at the sight of Doug Gilbert, he fainted. And Blake Christian was able to cover him for a quick 3 count. That was beautiful.
Well, Danny Dollar making his way over this way, and that smile on his face, I'm not so sure.
I'm not too upset. Blake's a hell of a competitor. He's a tough guy. But I think Mr. 15 Seconds is a little scared. So why don't he bring his $5,000 Rolex, and at OMAN Arena, why don't you stand across from me instead of coming up on my back?
Well, direct words from Danny Dollar directing at Dangerous Doug Gilbert.
The bottom line is that when Danny Dimes saw Dangerous Doug Gilbert, he got so scared he fainted, and Blake Christian was able to cover him for the 3 count.
Well,
simple.
Fans, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more action right after this.
Hey y'all, this is Bill from Integrity Auto Diesel Repair, servicing Jackson, Humboldt, Three-Way area. Come see us for all your automotive and diesel needs. No job's too big, no job's too small. Just come see us, 731-298-1061, address 219, Highway 45 West, Three-Way, Tennessee. Thanks and God bless.
Get it done right the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Integrity Auto and Diesel Repair, 731-298-1061. The match has been signed Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock special bell time. All school-age kids free in general admission. Folks, it's a back-to-school spectacular. And what a big match just announced. Kevin Zion against Jacob Law.
Why? Why does Kevin Zion need to lower himself to wrestle the hillbilly hick again? Somebody who doesn't shower, needs a haircut, spits tobacco, looks like he came from the 60s, against the man who should be headlining this card. Kevin Zion should be the main event.
That's a pretty big match.
Oh, whoop-de-doo, Jake Law. This should be the main event. Whatever event Kevin Zion is in should be at the top of the card. This is the age of Zion. This is the Kevin Zion show.
Oh, gosh. Business is about to pick up here.
Oh, goody. Oh, goody. It's the hillbilly hick.
Uncle, I'm sick and tired of this. Lucky keeps getting all these little stooges to do his dirty work, and it's disgusting me. Kevin, you're a man I'd get in that ring with and shake his hand. And I can't even look at you without being disgusted now.
Well, the match has been signed for the big show at OMAN Arena, you and Zion.
And I'm looking forward to it, Kevin.
You won't be when it's over, Hick. You won't be when it's over, Hick. Let me tell you something. This building is too good for you. This building has been headlined by Hall of Famers, by legends, by people like Kerry Von Erich, by people like Jackie Fargo, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Zion. To lower himself to you, to your level, you don't belong in the same ring with this man.
See, that's the thing. The crap talking. All it is talk. And I'm tired of it. Kevin, if you want to make a statement, you want to say you're lowering yourself to me, why don't you hop in that ring right now and you prove yourself.
Kevin White here with Eagle Clearing and Land Reclaiming, where we take care of all your vegetation management needs. From undergrowth removal, tree removal, stump grinding, we do it all, top to bottom. Commercial right-of-way maintenance to residential private properties. The difference between us and the other groups is when we leave, your land is 100% ready to use. We take what we clear and put back into the earth so it's fully mulched into small, fine mulch pieces ready for you to enjoy. There's no piles to haul off, no piles to burn, and it's the cheapest, fastest, most eco-friendly way of clearing land. So call us for all your vegetation management needs.
You're absolutely right, Kevin. There's only one choice when it comes to land reclaiming and clearing off that property. It's Eagle Clearing and Land Reclaiming. Call today, 731-879-6970. Get it done by real professionals.
We're doing it now?
We're doing it right here on TV.
What has Jacob Law got himself into?
Well, the real boss just said, let's do it.
The real boss.
That's right, the real boss.
The real
Bert
boss.
Prentice,
Come on.
the real boss. Well, you know, you run around claiming to be the boss, but I haven't seen you do much boss work.
Well, let me tell you something. Stop being concerned with me. Be concerned for Jacob Law, because this may have been one of the biggest boneheaded moves my cousin has ever made in his career.
Well, your cousin is about to take on, and Kevin Zion now taking shortcuts.
What'd I say?
Since he's been hanging out with Lucky P. Larson, he's learned to take those shortcuts, and he just took a surprise attack there on Jake Law.
It's all fair. All right, this is all legal. Kevin Zion, you can say that he has a new attitude. He has a chip on his shoulder. You'll say all these adages, but you know what? The truth is, Kevin Zion is a better man with Lucky P. I'm saying it right now. Oh,
and
my
Jake
goodness.
Law with a springboard elbow and a cover on Kevin Zion. Maybe Kevin Zion is not quite that main event that Lucky P wants to call.
He's proven himself over the last several weeks. Look at this. Yes!
And there's a belly-to-back suplex from Kevin Zion on Jake Law in the middle of the ring. And Lucky P gloating as always.
As he rightfully should.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive tire repair needs in Jackson, Tennessee. It's Community Tire, 319 North Highland Avenue. Call 731-300-4647. Over 2,000 used tires in stock. Stocks of all your favorite new tire brands, including Nexon, Toyo, Firestone, Yokohama, and Nitto. Tires, brakes, tune-ups, you name it, they do it. Community Tire, Jackson, Tennessee.
Look who he's beaten over the last several weeks. And tell me, oh my goodness.
And Jake Law makes it to the ropes to get the break from that Boston Crab.
Tell me who he's faced and why he does not deserve a shot at any
I
title.
didn't say he didn't deserve one.
He's earned it.
Oh, he's earned it. He's earned it. Well, then if he's earned it, why didn't he capitalize on it when he had the opportunity?
Look, it's a new
Because
attitude.
he was given the opportunity several times.
It's a new attitude. You say that, it's whatever. I
Right.
say it's just the beast within finally coming out for Kevin Zion.
Well, he took the payoff. He took the money from Lucky P. Larson, and now
he took good advice.
he took some bad advice when he hooked up with Lucky P.
up
Larson,
top.
and he
Oh,
goes for
my
the
goodness.
elbow, and the main event elbow just missed and landed very, very hard in the middle of the ring, and now Jake Law really needs to make it back to his feet.
You got to be concerned a little bit at KC, the way he landed on that elbow, right, on that point. I know Lucky, he's concerned at ringside. And
Well, you know, Lucky's concerned. I think I would be more concerned with his opponent now getting the upper hand and building some momentum. And Jake Law with a series of punches and a
oh,
headbutt
my goodness.
that just reeled Kevin Zion. And now what is Lucky P. Larson doing?
Oh, my
He's dragging Kevin Zion out of the ring, just pulled him over the top rope.
Wait a sec. What's Jacob Lockhart in mind? KC.
This is,
oh my
and a
goodness.
dive right out of the ring to the floor. Jake Law and Kevin Zion out here on the floor in front of the commentary desk. And now Lucky, as always, trying to distract his guy's opponent. And Jake is like chasing Lucky. Lucky is begging off and running for cover.
Looks like we're up to a 7 count.
And that's, I don't.
Oh, he's got him.
He's almost got him. He's almost got him. And every time now Kevin Zion catching Jake Law from the back.
It's a 9 count.
And Jake Law beat the count on the outside.
Well, the refs say double count.
What does he say? The referee's saying he didn't beat the 10 count getting in the ring.
It's a double count out.
A double count out because Jake Law was worried about Lucky P. Larson.
The biggest wrestling show ever to hit Jackson, Tennessee. OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th. 3 o'clock, all kids free in general admission. Jerry the King Lawler against James Ellsworth. Buff Bagwell, the Rock and Roll Express, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Starr Power. Only at the OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock bell times. Folks, don't miss it. The match has been signed for Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock special bell time, you and Bam Bundy. I, for one, want to see that match. What about you folks?
Okay, so here's the...
Like Bundy jumping off the top rope onto you.
Okay, so here's the problem. Sunday, we have a crew set, so unfortunately, you and you at home are not going to get to see Bam Bundy eat me like a Twinkie. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I am not going against Bam Bundy. I'm not going to do it. You nor the higher authorities, my boys, Starr Power is going to make sure that I do not have to get in the ring with Bam Bundy.
The heavyset gentleman over my shoulder signed the contract.
What? That's what you said?
That's what you did.
Don't insult
I thought that was for.
He was eating a Twinkie.
It was one, Bert. It was. Dang it!
It was one.
You know, old man, you've been playing a lot of tricks.
Old man.
You heard me, old man. And you know what? It is what it is. You know what? Matt Starr will take Bam Bundy to task, and after that's done and over with, you're going to see the two brightest stars, the two men who take this tag team division to a whole nother level. On Sunday, August the 5th, you're going to see Blake Christian. You're going to see Nathan Starr defend their tag titles against the Rock and Roll Express. And let me tell you, yes, they're one of the most decorated tag teams ever. We'll give them credit where credit is due. But they will not beat Blake Christian or Nathan Starr. They will beat Starr Power.
There you heard it. It's all going to happen Sunday afternoon, August 5th. Tickets on sale at the Civic Center box office every day. The biggest wrestling show ever to hit Jackson, Tennessee. OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock. All kids free and general admission. Jerry the King Lawler against James Ellsworth. Buff Bagwell, the Rock and Roll Express, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Starr Power. Only at the OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock bell times. Folks, don't miss it. The match has been signed, my gosh, Buff Bagwell, but I hear you have some big news of your own that somebody's flying in to assist you?
Bert Prentice, with the Lover Boy, it's always big news. And on August the 5th at OMAN Arena, it's going to be no different. Because yours truly is going to go one-on-one with Buff Bagwell. You see, Buff Bagwell and I, we have a few things in common. We don't pay the ladies. We don't take the women out to eat. They pay us. But the distinct difference is, Buff, and you and I know this, my friend, my price tag is 3 times what yours is. And Buff Bagwell, August the 5th, Boyd Bradford and myself, we're bringing a little friend with us from down in Florida. They call him the Mouth of the South. And Jimmy Hart is going to be in our corner. So Buff Bagwell, they call you the Stuff, but on August the 5th, it's going to be tough.
Buff Bagwell against Matt Riviera with Jimmy Hart. Wow, this card just gets getting bigger and bigger.
Well, welcome back, fans, to USA Championship Wrestling. And Lucky, you see what we're looking at for a match right here. Big flatliner Brandon White, 6'7", 350 pounds, against the Lover Boy, Matt Riviera, with Boyd Bradford.
All I have to say is I like this white kid's chances.
What is Boyd Bradford with this flag as Matt Riviera?
We should be standing up and saluting the flag.
Well, look, Matt
That's
Riviera.
That's the United States of Riviera.
Do you understand that literally, Boyd Bradford brought a list over here of all the things to talk about.
Only one page? See, I would have thought there would have been. I would have thought there would have been novels of things to say about him.
Not quite novels. I'm just saying there's a list that he said these are the things that you talk about.
You see this
about the Lover Boy, Matt
This
Riviera.
robe that I'm holding is probably worth more than your entire wardrobe.
Well, you know, if you would pay attention and do your job of ringing the bell.
My job right now is to watch over this beautiful robe.
Well, Matt Riviera attacking big Brandon White from behind, and now it put the boots to him, and now picking him up.
He pulled his hair.
Well, yeah, and now running him head first into the turnbuckle.
He pulled White's hair. Did you see that?
You're saying he pulled the white kid's hair?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, there's not a lot of hair there to pull.
I still like the white kid's chances, though.
I don't know what Matt Riviera was thinking with getting in, and a backhand slap to big Brandon White. I got to give Matt Riviera credit. I was reading through a list of accomplishments over here, and he is a former 3-time NWA World Tag Team Champion. Did you know that?
Of course I knew that.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Wow, you knew that.
I did.
And Matt Riviera, a clothesline to big Brandon White over the top, and now Matt Riviera making his way out to the floor.
See, look at that. Now he's being so nice, he's willing to show him his flag.
And choking him with that big flag.
He's not choking him, he's showing it to him.
Well, I don't know how he's showing it to him across his neck. Boyd Bradford distracting the referee
I hope Bagwell's
the whole
watching.
time.
Oh, be careful. That flag shouldn't touch the ground.
Well, that's not the United States flag.
Oh. It's the United States of Riviera.
Well, the United States of Riviera. You come up with some of the most interesting stuff.
That's right, I do.
In your own little world inside that small brain of yours.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
Yeah, that's a small mind it is. And Riviera putting the boots to big Brandon White.
Nothing illegal about that.
Nope, flat of the boot.
Yep.
And did you know Matt Riviera?
Yes, I knew that.
Was on TV.
Yes.
He was a reality TV star. I did not know that, Lucky.
Well, see, you don't know much unless I'm here to tell you.
I know a lot. I know a lot about a lot, but I didn't know that about Matt Riviera. He was on Megan Wants a Millionaire. I never knew that.
Look at that strut. You know, I heard Jackie Fargo stole the strut from Loverboy Matt Riviera.
Yeah, I don't think that was part of it. Here's something for you, Lucky. He learned that knee drop from Killer Khan.
Did you know that Killer Khan once broke Andre the Giant's ankle?
Yes, I knew that.
I don't think you did.
Well,
I think that you thought I just made that up, but I didn't.
No, you didn't make that up. I actually knew that. But Brandon White, now in a bad way as Loverboy Matt Riviera.
I don't think his head is supposed to bend like that.
Yeah, your neck doesn't turn that way. It's not supposed to, but in this
clearly
case,
it does. I mean,
it's not supposed to turn that far that way, but it is. Now Matt Riviera picking up Brandon White.
Riviera, Matt Riviera.
That is the Loverboy Matt Riviera.
Yeah.
And
one.
Left hand.
Two.
And another one to Brandon White.
Actually, the third one was a right.
It was a right hand.
Yeah.
I'm glad you could tell your left from your right there, Lucky.
Yeah.
And
how many times have you been read your rights?
I've never been read my rights.
Really? One time you told me it was 3 times on TV. You
Yeah,
can't even
well,
keep your story straight. Oh!
Much like Lucky, that is a story for another day.
What goes
and
up?
Good grief. Brandon White
come down
with a power slam on the Loverboy Matt Riviera, and Matt Riviera just kicking out.
Looks like Boyd Bradford's about to have a heart attack over there.
Well, he might be. If Loverboy Matt Riviera loses this match here on TV today to Brandon White,
I don't think
there's
that's
a
gonna happen.
big elbow to the side of the head.
He may be big.
Uh-oh. I'm glad we put some reinforcement under that ring for this big guy.
That looked like it hurt.
It could have a sidewalk slam, and now Brandon White.
Clearly not known for his top rope areability.
They call it high risk for a reason. And when you're 6'7", 350 pounds, that's kind of like calling it super high risk. Oh, he went for a frog splash.
How'd that work out?
The Loverboy rolled right in the way. Right out of the way.
Right in the way. Oh,
and
my
now
gosh.
Brandon White is in the way of the lock of shame.
Yeah, nice save.
And there's a tap out. And there you're doing your job again. The winner
That's right,
of the match,
I'm doing my job again.
Matt Riviera.
Matt Riviera.
With the lock of shame defeating Brandon White.
the biggest wrestling show ever to hit Jackson, Tennessee. OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock. All kids free and general admission. Jerry the King Lawler against James Ellsworth. Buff Bagwell, the Rock and Roll Express, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Starr Power. Only at the OMAN Arena, Sunday afternoon, August 5th, 3 o'clock bell times. Folks, don't miss it.
Last week, Matt Starr, you said I'm chasing you around here like a Twinkie? Oh boy, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm telling you right now, you're more like a butterball. And 8 days from right now, I'm telling you, it's Thanksgiving for Bam Bam Bundy.
Oh, where did he come from?
I think he came from the back.
Matt Starr, hiding behind the curtain, just came flying behind me, and
he should stop bad-mouthing them.
Well, he just hit him with a clip in the back of the knee.
15-yard penalty.
And now Starr Power leaving Bam Bam Bundy out here, clipping the knee, and now choking him with a
He does not look happy.